Greetings everyone, Macho here, welcome back to another episode of Divinity II Developer's Cut. We finished the main story, but we immediately jumped into the expansion pack called Flames of Vengeance, because look, how the main story ended, it was like, if that's how the story ended, I would have been furious. Like, extremely pissed off. Considering what happened, but we might be able to fix this.
Oh my word! Oh my lord, Dragon Knight, she cursed them all!
There is a mystery here that needs solving. We must make it into the library.
No, never again. I'll never set another foot in the prancing seahorse. They can find another maid. She turned them into vegetables, all three of them. Oh my word, foul magic.
The fucking what?
What's this? Seems she forgot to put one on courgette detail. You mustn't be a member of the club, then. Stranger things have happened, like humans turning into vegetables. Quite the rage around here. Ursula upstairs, she did it. Turned them into plants. But why? Couldn't tell you if you threatened to scrape my varnish. Oh, I don't know. Some girl. Normally you never see any women around here, though. She keeps on blabbing about the forbidden archives, but she's not allowed to visit them. And this magical mayhem may be how she's getting rid of peering eyes, and so force her way in. What, do you think I'm completely off the wall? I'm a work of art, and I shan't risk
fair
to be
enough.
suckered into the shape of
I was
spinach.
already then tired, so...
It is where the official records of the city are kept in the strictest of security, behind a magical barrier that protects its entrance. But don't think it's just a bunch of old paper detailing 50-year-old wheat stocks and Grisha cart parking fines. Alaroth is a city of wizards, after all, and the likes of Mardanius and Deodatus have long since stored their old and powerful incantations. It's a gentleman's club, a place where the scholars of Alaroth gather to share and improve their knowledge. That's true for the most part, but there's many a toff here as well. Welcome because of their heavy gold purses. That lot just comes here after being thrown out of Madame Eve's to laugh like hyenas and drink like fish. Civilized people, though, will find here one of the best libraries in Riverlon, a true hub of enlightenment. An experiment gone wrong, hilarious, metaphysical, whatever you want to call it, really. Not as bad as you might think, though, this life. My conscience can freely roam the depicted land. Of course, if I look the other way, I see nothing but a big white void. Sure, they always give me the brush off.
Give me the 3 right numerals and I shall let you pass. What is the first number? Perhaps. This is Thomas's room. Sad how Thomas spends so much time with a chap he doesn't even like, just because Hansel serves a decent glass of whiskey. Just like Thomas.
Never mind then.
Give me the 3. What is the second number? What is the third? That's that. But you may not pass.
Okay, so there's another password.
Interesting. There must be more of those runes. They are of consequence, somehow.
Dragon Knight. Oh, fortunate hour for us both. I am in need of aid, and you will have the honor of assisting.
To think I found this ancient formula for healing potions by sheer luck. I hope my creations never end up in some other healer's hands, or they'll figure out the recipe and have no use for me anymore.
Commoner, I am the illustrious Helion, unrivaled healer. My potions are a legend and have saved the lives of scores of champions, but I seem to have run out, and it's such a bother having to go and fetch them. You, however, are an accomplished adventurer, and I'm sure you've fetched all sorts of things in your... Never mind that, Dragon Knight. Think of the reward.
They are the subtle mixture of the best and rarest saps of plants with 1,000 varieties of healing.
Only I know the secret, and it shall die with me. None shall receive its magical blessing anymore, and the ages will scream my name in torment, for a paradise will be lost. Marvelous.
Not so loud. Look, I don't really know how to heal, okay? I admit it.
But what does that matter when my brews heal every wound they touch and devour every disease they meet? Those healer snobs would laugh, but they cannot know. Especially Bernard. I am Helion, and I am the greatest doctor in Rivellon.
Okay, fine.
Marvelous. The potions, 5 of them to be exact, are in a cave of sorts, close by the city gate. I'm afraid it might have been swarmed by undead, though. Forgot to mention that. I slammed the hatch shut and locked it with the key I found next to it. Here you go. You'll need that. Best of luck. Oh, that place is an excavation site. Sir Gula, some nobleman and self-proclaimed adventurer, started to dig there looking for divine knows what. He hasn't been seen anywhere near it for weeks, so I thought might as well set up a laboratory and stash my potions there. Nice and quiet, you know. But no sooner was I out of that pit when I heard the shuffle of undead feet, and I realized what I had stirred. Good health be yours, Dragon Knight.
Ours house? Oh. Hold on, what?
Oh there. Don't you come any closer. I'm not for eating.
I hope no one knows I'm a super tomato, or they might get it into their heads to eat me.
But I'm called Thomas, and I've been polymorphed into a tomato by a wizard called Ursula. I knew we should never have allowed a woman into the prancing seahorse, but she seduced her way in, the silent. But you can get rid of her, Dragon Knight. You can undo her evils. She told us she's a professor, and that she researched pre-war elven poetry. Our library is stacked with the stuff, and even though our club is men only, well, we couldn't resist her charms. But now she's turned on us, and as far as I know, is trying to make away with some of the magic we keep there. Oh, many's the time I gave her a pinch and a fondle, and now she betrayed us. How dare she? Why, the famous Gentlemen's Club, of course. On Lanelore Lane? Surely you must have heard of it. Very exclusive. Open only to the best and the brightest. Well, not that me and my buddies are scholars. Gods no. But turned out the wealthiest also belong to the best and brightest. Dear me. You mean you'll defy the witch? You know the prancing seahorse on Lanelore Lane? Well, that's where she is. I'll bet my entire wine cellar she's worked her way into the forbidden archives, and you'll have to follow her in there. There are 3 levers in 3 rooms, mine, Gardner's, and Ashraf's, and all room doors have passwords. Drudenai opens mine. I honestly haven't a clue where they might be, but seeing as how I've been turned into a bleeding tomato, I'll be on the lookout for talking vegetables. Oh, it's where old Dio and that type of fellows keep secret stuff. Ancient magic, obscure sorceries, you name it. Me and my friends don't really care about all of those sorceries. So long as we guard those levers, everything's peachy. Ha! I'll tell you. But no, that wouldn't be very appropriate. Well, aren't you a regular hoot?
This is the diary of a man called Hansel. What do you want to do with it? The diary details Hansel's infatuation with Gretel and describes how he pines for her, lists reasons why they should be together. Apparently their names are a great match. But in recent entries, the tone becomes more grim, and it turns out Hansel lured an undead monster to the market so that Gretel's champion husband Doris might be killed when doing battle with it. You are confident Hansel would appreciate your silence, and Doris your sense of justice.
The door won't open.
Dragon Knight! Oh, I beseech you, help me! Help me!
Such vermin should be rounded up and burned. A black heart, but a weak will. How I abhor it.
No, but it's just that the champions don't do anything for us citizens. I want to retrieve my mother-in-law's earrings, you see, but the playhouse, it's haunted. I didn't even think of those. Oh, gods, what to do? They're all dead in there. I can hear them whisper. They're plotting my doom or something. Damn that Mara, the woman never likes me. But I need those earrings. They're valuable, and I'm broke. Please, bring me those jewels, so at least I can buy a loaf of bread. Oh, that's very kind, but I'd rather have those precious earrings if you don't. It's just down the street. Used to be very popular. People from as far as Broken Valley would come and watch the shows. But then one night, they performed Chambers of Blood, a play as famed as it is infamous. It's about a group of women who form a secret cabal of sorceresses that wants to invoke the spirit of Astaroth, so they may bear him the demon spawn that will bring them power and riches. Only those foolish actors accidentally used the Bloodspawn edition of the drama, which includes real incantation. I don't know if it was Astaroth himself that was summoned that night, but whatever it was, it slaughtered everybody in the theatre before disappearing. I understand.
Khan welcomes you, son.
Lower prices mean less gold, but more sales.
I desire riches, dragon, gold, gems, real treasure, and goblins. What do they barter for? Skins, troll teeth, colored pebbles, a nice piece of wood to carve a totem from. I left those Jujo gatherers and went to the city, where all are welcome if they bring gold. Even if they be goblins. Gladly, Dragon Knight. Glad. Over here! Oh, scaly one! Please don't be afraid to part with your gold. My wares are worth it.
Welcome to Chanel, the best herbalist and illusionist in Alaroth. And that's not just because I'm the only one. The ease with which I brew potions? I am truly a great herbalist. Oh yes, ever since I was 12 and my parents moved here in search of fortune. We opened a shop, and although we did struggle to survive those first few years, we decided to stay nevertheless, having fallen quite in love with this charming city. I don't think we would have stayed if we knew how Alaroth would turn out. Infected by strange creatures and ruled by the eccentric Deodatus. Still, I'm confident the champions will take care of matters as they always do. Always welcome.
Okay.
Shiny.
Dragon Knight, it is indeed a most fortuitous yet prestigious pleasure to make your acquaintance.
None so shrewd, or I can coax them to minister to my every demand. Acumen is the key.
Adieu, Dragon Knight.
Should Damien and his armies break through Zandalor's shield, we champions will have to fight a foe more pernicious and deadly than this generation of our order has ever battled before. But let not this frighten you, or weaken your resolve, for this is not the first time mankind has faced the might of the blood.
I'm afraid I can't let you in, Dragon Knight.
There must be some way to gain entry to this place. It is crucial, essential.
Sir Gula, the renowned adventurer. Always out in search of new mystery and riches. I think he tossed his helmet in the ring because he has locked himself in his room and we haven't seen him for weeks. Couldn't tell you. But if I'd venture a guess, I'd say he's studying some treasure he found. Or perhaps he got himself a nasty sickness from some weird swamp vixen or something, if you like.
Divine. Standing guard is boring. Why do we even bother with the black rings?
Welcome to my store, friend. Do you belong to the authority? I had better lower my prices to win the dragon's favour, just in case it is suspicious of me. Indeed. Well, you're not a champion. That's what counts. I'm not very fond of them, you see. Not that I have anything to hide, mind you. Anyway, let's do some shopping, shall we? Oh, don't read too much into it. I simply dislike their autocratic conduct. I mean, even if you've done nothing wrong, but they think you have. Not that I have. They might. Though I didn't. Let's just change the subject, shall we? I'm certain you'll find my wares to be satisfactory.
Oh, fuck. This one is pretty good. Fuck it. Oh, this only gives me not much. I didn't really even get any vitality charms. Okay, so it's 687 max, right? If I go like that, definitely higher.
A pumpkin. A bloody pumpkin. A man of my stature reduced to a plant of so unflattering a shape.
I hope no one knows what power one may receive when they eat me in this pumpkin form.
Ashraf's the name. Proud, prancing seahorse card carrier. Well, at least it used to be exclusive. Men only, you know. But then Ursula came. No one could resist her. We were all enchanted by her beauty. And now she has betrayed us. Lovely place, that. Right on Lanelore Lane. Oh, yeah. Sure you have some old tossers running around as well. Scholars, they call themselves. The cheese of Vixen, a temptress who used us to gain... Actually, I don't really know what she wants. A harpy, that's Ursula. But what a behind, Dragon Knight. An irresistible behind. The behind a man would quest for. Yeah, show her no one messes with the seahorse men. Ooh, yes? What? Fantastic. Just tell the door, open wide, and it will let you through. Not much. I never even saw them. Why I'm one of the three in charge of guarding its entrance is beyond me. Perhaps it's because we never leave the club unless there's another soiree at Madame Eve's. Divine praise you.
Good to see you.
Have any charms? Yes, but not the damage one.
Again. Divine.
Okay, Circle of Trust in. Where the fuck is
You know what I
that?
heard? What's that? Vandalore is actually a werewolf, and soon he'll... Everyone in the city before the demons can get here.
If only I still had my old blade, Imp Split. Totems grace you, Dragon Knight. I am Irem, and this is my brother Nathia.
We are goblin outcasts, come here to live a civilized life, away from the tribes and backward shaman.
You are most courteous human. More so than Aquila, the champion captain who is addressing his men.
We want to fight for Alaroth, but that misbegot will not allow it.
I spit on the ring. They bring pestilence wherever they go. Human or goblin, it matters not. But still, that captain shuns us. We do not look like warriors in his eyes. The nerve. We, who are known as the Brothers of the Spear. Trolls ran when they saw us in the woods.
I have an idea, you know. The dragon must be clever, no doubt. Very clever. Convince Aquila we can fight, and our gratitude you shall have.
If only I still had my old blade, Imp Splitter. I'd show them.
I don't care about orders. These bodies are potentially of great interest to science.
And I will more than potentially end up in a cell if I don't burn them like the captain said.
But what's a few days of potato peeling duty against the advancement of the healer's knowledge?
Well, I think I'll answer that rhetorical question with a big bonfire. Go on, get out of here.
Dragon Knight, please stop this fool before he destroys these perfect specimens. Think of what we could learn.
Yes, ma'am. You know, I've always had a streak of pyromania. I'll enjoy this.
Oh, why must I live among these barbarians? May your ignorance burn away alongside these corpses.
Looks like I'm not getting in.
I'll get a torch ready and then whoosh! To hell with them, Dragon Knight. Dead and still killing monsters.
If only I still had my old blade in...
Willie, I own your house according to the statutory decrees of the city, as is written in the Grand Charter, Chapter 8 on Property Laws, Paragraph 41, subsection 12b.
But the contract was written on the back of a Madame Eve's no clothes allowed soiree invitation and signed with a drawing of a ducky.
The material is inconsequential, and though the substitution of a crude hieroglyph for an autograph might require the attention of jurisprudence, I remind you that we shook hands on the matter, an act that is deemed to be binding as is stipulated in Appendix 5D to the aforementioned subsection 12b.
I don't recognise the authority of the Assassin's Guild. That's right. You are not subject to the laws of Rivellon. And, my friend, a Dragon Knight will certainly agree with me.
Yes, I was wondering when this silent bystander was going to join the discussion. Tell me then, in whose favour would you rule?
Outrageous. Swindlers. Thieves.
Bravo, Dragon Knight, bravo. I do not think there is reason for hostility between us for the moment. I do hope you agree. And as for you, Willie, you have a half an hour's head start before I send my best man after you. He has...
If only I still had my old blade, Imp Splitter. I'd show them.
I found the spell in the deepest recesses of Castle Wolfstone's crypts.
These are good tidings indeed, dearest Camilla. I shall gather the Sisters of Sin and prepare for the rite with haste.
How I long for the moment when I will find myself in the embrace of Azeroth.
It's Astaroth, damn it! Get off the stage, just get off the stage! How in the name of the devil's arse am I supposed to put this play in production with nothing but amateurs and dilettantes on the scene? Kathy, you could stay, but Tamara, you're out! We'll just have to find a new Camilla. And until one magically shoots out of the ground, I'll be backstage.
How dare Alfred command me off the stage? I'm frankly
Shiny.
too famous to be treated like this. First thing in the morning, he'll be
Alfred
hearing
may
from
be
my
difficult,
agent.
but at least he knows quality when he sees it. And Tamara, well, let's just say she couldn't portray a convincing pig if you painted her pink and gave her a curly tail.
As I live and breathe no more, a mortal. It has been long since one has deemed our theatre worthy of a visit. Perhaps I left that script in the secret part of the cellar. Well, secret. Anyone can push the button by the desk. The show must go on, friend, always. If I can find some decent actors, that is. Now, here's a thought. Why don't you step in? We're playing Chambers of Blood. I'm sure you're familiar with the text. Really? Well, I find that very hard to believe. In any case, I lost my copy long ago, and you're still welcome to try. We'll concentrate on the scene in which Desdemona and Camilla summon Astaroth, and you'll be playing the part of Camilla. I checked the cellar. Bound to be some copy lying around in there. It is an ancient, anonymous play that has always been rather popular because of its controversial and hot-blooded theme and content. Combine demons, passionate women, an unquenchable appetite for power and lust for the sake of lust, and you have a smash hit on your hands every time. Unfortunately, that dumbbell of a Tamara used the Bloodspawn edition of the play, which substitutes a fake incantation with a real one. During opening night, the demon Astaroth was really summoned, and soon we all fell beneath his talons. What else are spectral thespians supposed to do? Rattle chains and yell boo at frightened passers-by like household apparitions? The fates have deemed it fit to let us haunt our stage, and so we will perform until the end of time. May the muses follow you always.
Bring it on! Go get him, boy! Another one to add to the... collection.
Okay. Ah, okay, I know where we're gonna end up. In that case.
Another one to... Add to the collection.
But I'm gonna deal with this later. So, we are playing as Camilla, right? Miles came to honor us with the conception of his offspring, many thanks children, the mighty horned one. Let's just save the game.
Ready for everlasting fame on the stage? Excellent. Let's get this show on the road then.
We shall now proceed. My sisters, one in purpose and one to be in blood, to summon the great Astaroth, who shall engender our might. Answer now the 3 queries that will bring his majesty forth. Tell this Duke of Hell why we seek his favor. Tell this Prince of Night how our loins will sport in sovereignty. Show this King of Brimstone we have knowledge of the incantation that may draw him from the pit. Hark! The smell of sulphur! Astaroth draws near!
Good show! Good show! Encore! What a performance, friend! It has been a great pleasure to behold your histrionic prowess, and for that I gladly give you what riches I have to offer.
Oh yeah, I expected that.
Here now, a live one. I'm Mara, stranger. Pleased to meet you.
Eternity as a ghost among amateur players in a mediocre play. This death is remarkably like life.
I am makeup artist and costume designer. That's the real tragedy, though. To create nice clothes and now being an ugly ghost. The only thing that can make me pretty now is a big, beautifully embroidered sheet. But a ghost under a sheet. That's so last century. I did indeed. What a gift you have. You must have been acting all your life. In fact, you were so good, I bet you of all people could portray a convincing dragon slayer. Starvation? The lout will spend their worth on gambling, and worse in Evelyn's house of ill repute. Near well drove my daughter to madness, the knave, until she fell down some stairs and broke her neck, the poor girl. But I suppose he can have the damned earrings if he needs them. Here's hoping the liquor they'll buy him will see him drowned in his own vomit. But what is there to haunt?
I don't think there's anything there, so whatever. Wait, where is that freaking drunk?
You'll never guess who I met in the forest last month.
Really? Who?
Did you go to the playhouse? Do you have the old place at Dragon Knight?
Oh, that would have been the second thing. Huh, I didn't realize.
Dragon Knight, it is capital. I am a necromancer. New experiment. Bring me these gem-set desiderata, and I promise you a most generous guerdon. There is no reason, I assure you, for this repudiation on account of your...
Should Damien and his armies break... I ask you to keep your business brief, Dragon Knight, for I have much to tell these soldiers.
A leader of champions. Little does he know that the Black Ring will gouge out his eyes, pierce his tongue with bone splinters from his own legs, and put his head on a stake to be a fly on the wall when it happens.
Between you and me, I don't give us a chance in hell. But that would make for rather dreary speech material now, wouldn't it? Still, miracles have happened before. Ereb and Natharap. They're a fine pair of chaps, but have you seen them? I don't believe for a second they were famed warriors amongst their kin. Should they have weapons and harnesses, show they're ready for war, then perhaps I would reconsider. Until then, I will not allow them to join the champions. Unarmed, they'll be a danger to my soldiers and themselves. Should Damien and his armies break through Zandalor's shield, we champions will have to fight a foe.
Has your forage for the bijou of the corporeally inert. It is but my latest little excogitation. Suffice it to say that in the long run it will assuage. Adieu, Dragon Knight. Has your... Adieu.
Okay, so... because I screwed up the... What was the last... Yeah, let's return.
Ready for Excellent.
We shall now answer the 3 queries that will bring his man. Tell this Prince of Night how our loins will show this King of Brimstone we have marked.
Good show. Good, lesbian.
Here now, alive.
Eternity as a ghost.
Aye, that's the only thing but a ghost. I did indeed. In fact, you were so good. Starvation. Near well, but I suppose. But what is that?
Okay, let's speak with the bastard first.
I ask you to keep your business brief.
To be a fly.
Between you and still, Ereb, should they have until then, should Damien and his armies break through Zandalor's shield.
Dragon Knight, it is indeed a most fortuitous yet capital. Here is the notion I want to... I am a necromancer. New experiment. Bring me these gem set desiderata, and I promise you a most generous guerdon. I see. Please bring me, should you find any, the jewelry of citizens that have not long ago passed away. 3 should do the trick. I hope that sheds sufficient elucidation on my preceding exposition.
You know what? I'm gonna give him through that necromancer.
Did you go to the playhouse?
It's stuck.
How the fuck do I get... Wait, there are...
Psst. Over here, and be discreet about it. Hello there. Never seen you around. Where is that bloody doorman? But this is rather far away. But look, I'm here to trade, not to talk, understand? Either you part with money, or we part ways. What? You should have said something earlier. I've been ripping you off like all the other fatheads in this town. Go on, get down there. Mysis is waiting for you.
Ah, good to see you. Divinity is a fool if he thinks the treasury is safe. No lock so difficult that I can't break it. Hey, we don't like that kind of talk around here, get it? I thought you'd know better than that. In every city, goods get misplaced, and often they end up in poor people's hands instead of in rich bastards' cupboards. I am merely a link in the chain that provides this public service. You could stop the chatter and trade without delay.
Unique you say, but I think I'm gonna keep my stuff. Probably sell this. I don't think I'm gonna be using this anymore. Yeah.
Nicked a magnificent set of jewellery last month. Belonged to Lady Wolver.
This is the corner they described to me, so you must be Nurk, correct? I've brought the items, so let's find a place a little more inconspicuous.
Bugger off, you champion spy. You, Dorman? She's standing right behind me, you fool.
What? That is a blatant lie.
You've got as long as it takes for pigeon poo to drop before I slit your lying throat.
This is unacceptable. The Distis will hear of this outrage. You'll...
Afraid you'll have bad dreams? Don't go soft on me, or you'll end up cluttering the gutter.
The child of Ouroboros returns. We will be able to join the champions. But it was the champions who made us hand over our weapons when we entered the city and pledged to live like humans. There must be goblin weapons in the city somewhere.
Is there? Oh wait, right, there's a dude.
My draconic customer returns. Such things are forbidden in Alaroth, but wonderful. The gold coins, hear their sweet rustling. Magic, rare and mighty, I have it all. The child of Ouroboros. We will be able to join the champions. Praise be the totems. We shall sacrifice our slain enemies in honor of the dragon. We will don our cleavers and breastplates, and so convince the captain. Follow us, friend. Your word will certainly serve to sway him.
Should Damien and his armies break through Zandalor's shield, we champions will have... Is there more you need know? My word, so they do. Miraculous change of appearance, I must say.
We are ready, Captain, to stand by the champions and defend the healer's city and her tribe.
Good. Your first order is to patrol the street alongside my soldiers. Go on then. May your gods give you strength and courage.
Yes, sir. May death be quick and cruel for all the Black Ring.
Should Damien and his armies break through Zandalor's shield.
Okay. We can head back and...
We champions will have to fight a foe more pernicious and...
Something I can do for you? Hansel's? What would he keep a diary for? Never leaves the house. But that underhand skunk. That devious little turncoat. I'll take it from here if you don't mind. Hey, Hansel. I had me a little read here. And if you want me out of the picture, you'll have to do it yourself.
My diary? But that was a joke, a fantasy. I knew you'd best this undead. Gretel, she means nothing to me.
What are you boys babbling about?
Here. Read this, honey, while I take care of this surreptitious scum.
Spitting him like fucking Suzaku from Code Geass. Holy shit.
Thank you for exposing that psychopath. My wife and I are very grateful.
To think I used to call Hansel a friend. That creep tried to kill my Doris because of me. It's not always easy to be such a beautiful... woman, Dragon Knight.
Should Damien and his armies break through Zandalor's shield, we champions will have to fight a foe more...
Is there something that leads...
More pernicious and
just keep on
deadly than this
going. We'll see
generation
if
of our
anything
order has
happens.
ever battled.
But think of my establishment, my dearest Raymond. I need to satisfy my clientele. They desire the amorous touch of Aphrodite, after all, not the sinister sting of the assassin.
I'm sorry, Evelyn, but we have more important things to do. Half the population of Alaroth has been murdered by rift spawn and undead stalkers. The victims here simply befell the same fate.
Are you seriously telling me you will leave these vicious murders unresearched and unavenged? Raymond, sugar, do reconsider, and consider just how passionately grateful I would be.
My duties lie elsewhere, alas. And besides, I believe my desires will remain sufficiently doused as long as Damien and his droves of demons domineer the skies over Alaroth.
Go then, you heartless lout, and don't come begging for my caress when the battle is over and your appetites have been restored.
Oh, it's you, isn't it? The Dragon Knight. What an exquisite creature you are. Such seductive How easy it is to seduce for one with my charm. Oh, it's simply horrible. Half of my current clients have been savagely slain. I have 3 rooms here in my hotel, and in each lie the victims of vicious massacre. The champions do not care at all, but I need to know what has been happening, or this tragedy may spell my ruin and perhaps even death. Praise be that fate has brought you here this day. To have a being